Hey guys, welcome back to another 5-axis CNC video. This guy right here showing you how I'm making it. And today we're going over how I am gonna try and make the 4th and 5th axis. So I got this little guy here. This is not full size, it's just a prototype. But this is what is called a Capcan device. No, not a Capcan. Capstone. Something, it starts with a C, something like that. I'll make sure and put the words up here how it's spelled. And basically, it's a zero backlash. Sorry, I just shook the camera. It's a zero backlash drive that can actually produce a lot of force, and all it uses is friction and ropes. So it's pretty cool. I'm gonna flip the camera around here, and I'll show you how it's gonna fit on this CNC. Alright, so this is about how it's gonna sit. Obviously this would be a lot bigger, probably taking up the majority of the space down here. But essentially your work will sit on top of here, and this will rotate this direction. And then inside of here we'll have another thing that spins, so your work will actually spin on top of it. So if it's here, your work's up here spinning like this. But now if it's sideways, right? Imagine that whole thing sideways. Now your work is spinning down here. So those will be our 4th and 5th axis. And then you get your other 3 axes from this machine up here. In reality, they'll all be the same machine, but that's just kind of how they'll work together. And then how this really cool guy works. Essentially, you get your gear ratio from the diameter of this circle right here. And then these will be attached onto a circle here that you'll wind around. So like, imagine this is your finger, right? It'll wind around your finger, and as you spin it, it'll pull one side down or the other. And that's how you control it. And then we'll also use another one of these devices inside of here. So we'll run a string right through this little hole, through that hole right there. And it'll come out on this side, and we'll be able to control it. So that's how that will work. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Make sure you guys subscribe so you can stay tuned to see how it comes along. You guys are being awesome. We're going crazy on the views and subscribers. So thank you very much. And yeah, I'm gonna go through how I built this and some problems that I occurred. So just a little bit of clarification. It's called a capstan device. And here I'm putting it all together. So I glued 3 pieces together. They're supposed to be screwed together. I was just lazying it out with the screws. Also, I just want to point out, this is not my design. This is made by Morse Dynamics. Go check him out on Instagram. It's got a ton of super cool stuff. So I just bought this CAD file off of him and put it together just as a prototype, and I'll end up remaking my own eventually. So yeah. So I started assembling that, and these are the pulleys that I'm going to use. Oop. They aren't what the design was for, obviously, so you can see they don't quite fit. So I reprinted these things right here, so they should give me enough width to fit this on. So I'm gonna replace those real quick. So I said I was just replacing the pulleys. I got a little carried away. I went through and just finished the whole assembly. Basically, all you had to do after that was just cut a bunch of, 4 pieces of rope, and then attach it, pushing it through a hole which is way too small. But once I got that all done, I got it all assembled, and then I got a video of it working so you guys can see how it works. Very cool. I think it's going to work amazing. Alright, so if you've seen from that last clip, kind of moves like this, and then inside of here we'll have another version of this, except instead of it being straight up and down, I can't get this off. It'll be sideways like that, but inside of here. So that'll be our 4th and 5th axis. I'm gonna scale this up. This is not true size, this is just prototype size. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So make sure you subscribe and have a good one. Thanks, bye. Hi guys, sorry to intervene, but I just want to point something out real quick. Over here, this whole circle, there should be a bearing on the outside of it. I didn't have a bearing that was the right size, so it's just sitting on there. So if you hear some grinding, that's why. So in the future, that design flaw, or I'll have the right bearings essentially. So we'll have that fixed by next time.